We're talking about a book that's really focused on forgiveness that comes after a terrible crime. It's called Wildflowers in the Median, a restorative journey into healing, justice, and joy. And this book is going to be at the center of this month's Tallahassee Writers Association's meeting. And joining us this morning is TWA Vice President Peggy Cassis and Tallahassee author of Wildflowers in the Median, Agnes Fury. Certainly appreciate you guys joining us here this morning.
Thank you.
Good morning. This book, it's been out for a little while now. It's available Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com. But this book really hits close to home for you. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I started writing this book. I started writing very shortly after my daughter and grandson were murdered. I write as part of my healing process. And one of the first comments I made shortly after the murder, I mentioned to somebody, someday I'm going to talk with this man. Mm-hmm. And 7 years later, I decided that it was time. So I wrote to him. And we continued to correspond for several years. And each of us managed to gain some measure of healing in those correspondence, those letters and conversations.
I mean, you're in a position not many people are in. And what was that process like to be talking with the man who murdered your grandson and your daughter, and to come out with the book and have those words? What was that process like for you?
It was very difficult, but in a way it was healing. We were able to have some of those difficult conversations.
And you've mentioned too, this is a book about forgiveness, not only for yourself and for him as well, but there's lessons that a lot of people can really get out of this book. And how did this book kind of lead you to that journey, say, you know, forgiveness?
Well, as you said, it is a journey. It's not a flash moment in time. It takes place over time, and we realized that we'd had some healing, and we also came to the realization that sharing that with other people might help other people heal.
And Peggy, I want to bring you in on the conversation here. And this is one of the many books. Each month you guys have guest speakers, guest authors. And this is the kind of impact that you guys are looking for.
Absolutely. We want to bring the community in to listen to stories that Agnes has to share, as well as others, and to write their own story. And we have the resources and the willingness to help people do so. And we have a monthly meeting the third Thursday of every month at 6:30, and it's at Lake Ella, American Legion Hall. And we hope that everyone will come out and join Tallahassee Writers Association.
And also inspiring, you know, local Tallahasseans to pick up a pen and to write a little bit and to share stories, fiction and nonfiction.
Absolutely.
And you can see some of the details coming up on your screen here in a moment. As Peggy was mentioning, November's meeting is coming up this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. American Legion at Lake Ella. You can also find more information online at twaonline.org, or you can call 850-510-1454. And Peggy, what's the best